Independent.
Unsigned artists.
Entrepreneurs.
Real people.
This your boy, BMIKEROB.
This your girl, DESI.
If you stay ready, you never have to get.
Flex up, catch up, big man, whoa, whoa. Flex up, catch up, big man, whoa, whoa. Flex up, catch up, big man, whoa, whoa.
Yes. It's your boy, Big Mike, a.k.a. BMIKEROB.
And it's your girl, DESI, and we back in the building.
You already know. Welcome to the Stay Ready Show. It's been going down. We appreciate each and every one of you guys' questions. Also, we want you guys to let us know what you guys want us to talk about and get our opinions about. We're not saying that we know everything, but we don't mind giving you our opinions about whatever topics you guys have.
We got that LA opinion.
Come on, man.
We're bringing LA back in the city. We're putting LA
side.
on the map.
Shout out to all the pioneers out there in the West Coast too.
Absolutely.
As well.
And we in the city of LA, so we got to give a shout outs to our Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace.
Most definitely, all day, every day. Hey, you already know, and the family.
And the family.
And they have the marathon burger.
Yes.
That's going down.
Shout outs. Yes.
And that has been a big hit so far.
Absolutely.
I
The city comes
haven't
out.
eaten there yet.
Well, listen.
The city did come out.
The city, the thing about LA, and if you're not from LA and you're watching us from a different part of the world, LA, when we come out, we come out.
Show out. We
show out for all of our artists. Mm-hmm. That's why this is the capital of stardom.
Yeah.
Independent artists.
You can go out. People come to LA be like, girl, they got stars all on the ground and everything.
I ain't gonna lie though, I was out there at some point looking at the stars, and I'm from out here.
Most definitely. But yeah, so I mean, again, that's a staple part of LA. You know, the marathon burger. You know, shout out to Nipsey Hussle's family as well, his brother, and putting that all together. It was a teamwork, like you always say.
Teamwork, yeah.
Teamwork makes the dream work. But I'm you know me. I'm a firm believer. Show me who you hang with, I'll show you who you are. You know. So aside from that, let's go ahead and segue right into, you know, a lot of these kids nowadays are, what do you think about the AI? Those of you that don't understand what AI is artificial intelligence.
Okay, so I feel a way about it, right? Because there is, I'm still old school mentality. Old school mentality is I connect with the artist.
Got it.
Right? I want to know who you are. I want to come see you in concert. I want to do these things.
AI in the entertainment industry is really big now.
Yeah, and it's changed.
It has, because you don't even really have to be out there as an artist and go and hit these spots. You can just do it right there on your computer and just...
So how do we feel about that? I feel like maybe the new generation will adapt to that a little bit better than the older generation. Kind of like the older generation trying to, you know, follow the trends when the music genre kept changing every generation, from like trap music to here to there. Because we always hear, oh, I wish the 90s was back. Like, we cannot get out of the 90s. But, you know, it was such a nostalgia. It was such an epic era. So I think for AI, and this is just me playing devil's advocate, I love AI. I think it's going to be the way of the future. I absolutely think that it's going to help artists.
Got it.
For right now, though, I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence because I hear artists now that have like that AI influence in a sense where they're AI. So so talk to me about that, because I think change my mind. What?
I think it's a tool, okay?
Okay.
For one. I mean, I think when Pro Tools LE came out, those of you that don't know, that's a program that a lot of artists, Pro Tools used to really cost like about almost $100,000. That was like it was really expensive. And once they started making Pro Tools LE, it started making it easier with the interface box you can take home with a computer and a microphone and create your own music. I think that opened up the generation of people traveling, recording, or on the road recording, or recording at home. And I think that's where a lot of the quality of the music went away.
Okay.
Because a lot of people will say, oh, I mix master my own stuff and I do all this on my own. And they don't understand that it takes a full production team to really put that kind of stuff together. But I say that to say that when it comes to the AI, now it's pretty much like you can tell it what you want. you can say a couple words and it'll create a whole song for you, you know. And the thing about that is that makes it easier is for like a lot of the producers that used to, you know, they would usually have to send a beat to somebody and say, hey, I need you to sing on this. And send it back to me, because some producers can't sing, you know, they don't, or they feel like they want it. It's called, and that was called reference. They needed a reference track. So when they got that reference track back, they would then like say, they would go to Beyonce or whoever and sell it to them, and Beyonce will put her twist on it, and that's how the music will come out. Now they took all that away, and it makes it easier for producers to send out music now that's already generated, and it's already sounding exactly what they want it to sound like. So that's a plus.
That's a plus.
That's a pro. That's one of the pros of it.
So that's the pro on the producer's end.
Okay.
Now, as far as the artist is concerned in the creative process, because I've came across a lot of artists that love the creative process of creating the beat or finding a singer or, you know, writing it out and just doing it in the studio, and that the creative process for them is what matters to them. So when you take away the creative process and you just kind of just do the AI, what do you think is going to happen with the artists, the new because the old artists I think it's going to be a lot harder for the new artists to adapt to AI. The new people coming up, like this generation of kids, they're going to adapt to it a lot better, right? I think what I feel is going to happen, I feel that it's going to open up doors for movies. Now they don't have to really go out and pay for, you know, like the royalties. Yeah. It closes those doors for royalties. It's going to open up doors for artists that it's going to be more so the DJ now. The DJ is going to be the artist when I say so, because of the fact that all the AI tracks that he gets, that's all he has to spin them. Wow. And artists won't really have to perform too much anymore, because they can just go and sit behind a DJ booth and get on the microphone and say hi. Wowzers. I didn't even think about that. So it's actually going to be, the DJ's lane. The DJ is going to be the one that's controlling the crowd. So DJs, y'all listening? This is your season. Exactly. This is definitely this is definitely your platform, you know. So, but yeah, so that's what I think. That's the pros and the cons for the DJs. I mean, not only DJs, but the AI, the programs and stuff like that. So that's what I think when it comes to that. But enough about the music. Let's talk about this draft that Shedeur Sanders, you know, shout out to the Sanders family. Shout out to Deion Sanders, man. Deion Sanders, you are not only a mogul and a legend, but you are a true definition of a father. You know, and I want to say that because of the fact that, you know, anybody can be a baby daddy, but you are a father, brother, and I appreciate everything that you have done and you have shown when it comes to raising your kids, you know, and you have definitely been there from day one, although it was televised for us to see. I mean, you were the Millennium Cosbys in my eyes, you know what I mean? Okay. So, but yeah, so shout out to Deion Sanders. But again, I say all that to say, congratulations to Shedeur Sanders. Yes. Also, congratulations to Shiloh Sanders. You know, he went to the Buccaneers. Shedeur went to the Cleveland Browns. But it was kind of ironic. How do you feel? I want to get a woman's point of view of how you felt about the draft, because the craziest thing about this, and I'll come in after this, but the craziest thing about it is that, you know, you really don't watch football too much. You're into sports, but listen, you don't watch the draft. You don't watch the draft too much. No, you know what? This draft was like the most televised, most watched draft ever. It was on all the blogs. So I say that I just want to kind of get your input on that. Well, I think with the NBA, because I do watch the drafts of the NBA. Listen, I played a 4 and a 5. Shout outs to all my basketball players. Hey, but going into that, I really think that, I don't know if they were trying to make an example out of him, because being drafted in the 5th, I believe it was the 5th round, was it? The 5th or 4th I think round? It was 4th or 5th. It was down there. I think it was the 4th round. Yeah, because everyone was expecting, right? And it's not just because he's a Sanders. He is an excellent player. No, he is definitely he's you know,
I played football, so he is more a pocket quarterback, and he don't mind taking hits. But aside from that, I'm not a football or sports analyst, but I mean, I know my sports, but at the same time, but when it came to just overall draft, that was an athlete. I used to be an athlete, but I gotta go. It's all good, but at the end of the day, I love sports.
Yeah.
I'm not a fanatic, but when it came to that draft, that was the first one I ever watched that long.
Yeah, no, it was huge. It was huge. And everyone, everybody had an opinion
Most definitely.
on it. Everybody was like, what's going on? Like, why is it taking so long to draft? A lot of people were already counting him out.
Yeah.
Towards the end, right? They were like, no, he's not going to get drafted. So for me, it was more on, okay, what was why did we wait so long to draft him?
And it's so many different reasons that it could be, and I'm not even trying to put my finger on it, but I just wanted to basically highlight not only Deion Sanders, but I wanted to highlight just that draft itself because it really
was huge.
It was all over the media, and it opened up a lot of people's eyes about what's really going on in sports, and also, it's just more so a celebration for them because, even Shiloh, a lot of people didn't think. And also to the Buffs. I mean, to Colorado. Deion went to Colorado and did something that nobody else could have done. I never even watched college football, and I played college football.
College football is anything college, basketball, and football.
I played college and stuff like that and went to UNLV and all that, but I never watched college football. And then Deion came and, and he and the man changed a lot of kids' lives out there, and he's continuing to do that. So, again, I commend him. I know y'all probably feeling like, oh, he all on Deion. Nah, I'm just, man, it stemmed from the fatherhood.
And it honestly, and it's that. So all the kids that are watching that are aspiring to be football players, basketball players, this is a prime example that even
don't forget baseball.
And baseball, I'm sorry, soccer, volleyball, everything in sports. Just know that it does not matter what family you come from. It doesn't matter what you do. If it's God's will for you to be in the league and you gonna get it in the 5th or the 1st round. So don't stop your dreams.
Yeah, and again, Shador has went to Cleveland, and he's already started talking to the kids in the schools and stuff like that, inspiring them.
Use your platform to inspire others.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
The kids are important. Look, this world is about the kids. We raise these little humans to be productive.
Hey, it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to raise a child.
I'm raising everybody else's child. I don't have no kids. I'm gonna raise your child's, and you're sharing. My sharing. Yeah, no, but seriously, I think that was a great example of being able to have that and expect to just flourish. Like he's one of those.
And again, we tell it, we say it all the time, the 3 things: God, family, and education. You definitely got to keep those close to your heart. And and I appreciate just to have a platform to be able to talk with others. And we're also going to have guests as well. We're going to start having guests, so you guys get ready for that. And we're going to start bringing you in. We don't care what you do. You're going to have to
submit and submit for because we want to highlight you.
Definitely, we definitely want to highlight you.
This show is about you.
That's what it is. That's what
bringing
it is.
Light into you and what you're doing.
And giving you that experience and that knowledge when it comes to putting your brand out there. So make sure
the brand is important.
Tap in with us. You can tap in with us at Stay Ready Show on social media, as well as my social media is at BMIKEROB.
Mine is at DESIDEZIAM, Desi Des I Am.
That's what it is. And once again, we appreciate you guys for tuning in to the Stay Ready Show. Hey, send us your questions. We're here. You can let us know what topic you want us to talk about next. And that's just what it's all about, because this is from us to you. Without you, there's no us. And we appreciate you guys. Hey, remember, God, family, education. Show me who you hang with. I'll show you who you are. Teamwork makes the dream work. There is no I in team, but there is an I in win. Hey. I'm your boy, Big Mike, a.k.a. BMIKEROB.
I'm your girl, Desi Des.
And you already know, hey, if you stay ready,
you never have to get ready.
Let's go!